Hey, how's it, brothers and sisters? Aloha and Mahalo for tuning in. Welcome to another Elsweyr furnishing plan farming guide. Just showing you a different place that I don't see a lot of people farm here, but it's freaking amazing. I just kind of started around this area, and as you can see in the bottom left, you can find a lot of Elsweyr themed plans as well as a lot of homestead plans as well. So it's a very there's not a lot of lootable things compared to the other videos that I've shown, but in terms of finding like good plans, like you look at the bottom left, I'm finding a lot of Elsweyr stuff here, man. And I found at least probably 5 Elsweyr purples in just a few days, which is really good because I'm not farming for hours at a time. So I consider that a win. If you find 1 purple a day on your whole account out of all your 8 characters, that is a win for me. I don't have enough time in the day to farm that long, right? So there you see an Elsweyr lantern hanging. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I tried my best to make it as neat and organized so you guys can follow. But yeah, mahalo so much for tuning in. Let's get started. Alright, so you want to start off at a place called Sandswirl Manor. Now, I think the closest way shrine is actually Northern Elsweyr, which is the main town in this region. So that's where you'll have to run from. It's quite a bit of distance, so, bring a horse or get prepared to, spend about a minute getting here. But once you want to enter this area, kill those enemies that you just saw, and loot this first urn that you see here by the crates. That's the first lootable in this area. Now you want to get these battle mages by this little wooden cart over here, right? And there you'll have a backpack. Here it's empty for me, but for you, could be empty or not empty, It's all RNG when it comes down to this looting game. Now, after you loot those 2, there's 3 more things you can loot. So what you want to do is you want to loot this little backpack hiding right here by the wine rack, the trunk, and the whole cabinet. Now, the cabinet for me was empty, right? And that happens, and that's okay. Now, 5 things you can loot outside first, or what I recommend you should loot first before heading in to the Sandswirl Manor. Now, once you head into the foyer, there's 2 enemies here. I'd recommend killing them first, just because, they get in the way. But once you do, there's a cabinet right to your left after you enter the door, and a dresser, and another dresser by the door. It was empty for me here, so, just luck of the draw, just bad luck. It's all good. Now, you want to enter here before heading upstairs, and get that dresser, right at the corner there, and head upstairs, and then loot this cabinet, and then this cabinet as well. Now, right there, you see I got an orchid sack bean, a blue plan. So, right now, I'm basically in the hunt for purple plans, so I don't stop looting until I get purple here. So, cabinet here, empty for me, and there's a trunk. Never forget that trunk. The jewelry box you can skip because it's only going to give you garbage, right? Like trade stones and stuff. If you want that, then loot it. It's all good. So, cabinet here, a cabinet here as well, cabinet there, and a wardrobe. And this trunk here was already empty for me. So once you do that, you just want to jump downstairs back to the foyer from where you entered, and you want to enter the Manor main hall. Now, how I loot this area is I loot the cabinet right in front of the door first, and then I start this area from the right? I'm looting the trunk and the wardrobe. In this room, there is a desk and a cupboard there, which you can get, food, provisioning stuff, and then a dresser. Another cabinet in this little bedroom, or master bedroom. No, it's a little bedroom. And then the nightstand. And then the wardrobe here before you exit. And that dresser was already supposed to be looted before you entered that room. Now you want to enter this little small bedroom here with the bunk beds. You want to get that desk and wardrobe and dresser. 3 lootable things in this area, right? Now, when it comes to the kitchen that we're about to enter, or like the cellar, there's actually nothing here you can loot in terms of getting plans. Those cupboards that you see on the wall, they only give out food. For some reason, I thought they gave out plans. So, you might want to, if you're watching my other like ultimate furnishing guide plan video, when I say cupboards can give plans, please disregard that. So here, there's a lot of things you can loot. You got cabinets, you got desks and all that stuff, and a trunk. There's like 6 lootable things here that can give you the potential of getting plans. So don't skip this room. Right, and after you finish that room, you want to head into this other room, this small little barracks. No, it's just a room. Before you head back upstairs, there's always this one wardrobe that I always forget, but it's back here, and you want to loot that before you head up, right? Because wardrobes give the possibility of getting a plant, so you don't want to forget that. Now, basically, we're heading back to where we entered into this Manor Hall, right, in the Sandswirl Manor. And now we're just leaving the Manor main hall. And then we're going to head to like a basement cellar here, right? And you want to get that desk and you want to get that trunk before you enter the cellar right here. As you enter the cellar, there's going to be, a few enemies and stuff. Nothing that you can't handle, right? You can basically bring any character here to clear out. I don't think you'll fight more than 3 enemies at any given time anyway. So you can park your characters here if you're going to loot. So before I start looting this whole main like this dining area, you want to kill all the enemies. So there's a wardrobe here, a cabinet, cupboard, which I wouldn't worry too much about. I'm pretty sure they only give food. And you definitely don't want to miss the dresser right here that I'm about to loot, right? And once you leave this like food provisioning area, there's one Euraxian archer here, right? And then you want to loot the thing to your left, dresser and trunk. So never forget the trunk that's just chilling on top of the dresser. Now, take out these 2 enemies, but this barracks area is really good for plants because it has a lot of trunks, and these trunks give a very high possibility of getting furnishing prints too, right? So you want to loot every single one here. Now, there's 9 possible ones you can loot here, right? Most of the time, you'll probably find about 3 to 4 that are empty or non-lootable, and that's just, the luck of the draw. It's just RNG. And once you do that, you just want to head back upstairs, into Elsweyr, and you're almost finished the run, right? You're in this little barn area that you got to clear some monsters first, right? In the cupboard there. You don't have to loot that cupboard. It's only going to give you food. So that Euraxionite's the last obstacle to getting your last lootable, and that is the backpack that sits back here. And that backpack has given me so many nice things, so you definitely don't want to skip. And that's it. You see, the run is done. I'm just going to head back to the entrance to show you like the full revolution of the run that I did. But other than that, there's nothing really, nothing else important to say. I personally prefer this over Rimmen Palace if you're going to get blue or purple plans. So thank you very much for watching. Mahalo, and subscribe and like if you found this video helpful. Take it easy, guys.